Hello YouTubers, and today I am going to be reviewing the 8th Doctor and Lucy Miller drama set, as the box so puts it. So, yeah, this again I picked up from B&M for £15. Now, the main reason I got this is for the Dalek time controller, which I'll take a look at first. So, yeah, the only thing is with the Dalek time control, before this set came out, the only render that we had of it beforehand was on the final Dark Eyes box set, Dark Eyes number 4. But yeah, here it is, and yeah, we didn't know that this Dalek was actually supposed to have slats. At least that's what the newer renders of it show, the ones that Egalmoss themselves did. Because on the Big Finish images and that, it doesn't show that. It just shows the two bands going around there. And also interestingly, that they've tried to also capture on this, is that the Dalek time controller has a Hartnell style gun, which you can just about see the little struts in it there, the little individual sections. But yeah, this Dalek apparently does have some slacks on, and yeah, since the only official render we saw it from the front, does make, kind of sense of that. The eye, though, I think the eye does look rather odd, the way that they've done it. I don't know why they've done it this way, because on the renders, on the pictures and everything, it just appears to be, your standard 60s eye. I don't know why it's got these massive clumps like that, especially when, Egalmoss had previously done ones where it wasn't a big clump, it was individual discs and that like that at the end. So I don't know why they've done it this weird clump and painted the last one of the rings black as well. It just looks a bit odd, to be quite frank. It is still a nice Dalek, though. It is still a nice one, and it's one that we will probably never get in the character options range. But still, it is a nice one to have. It is just got a solid purple colour, which is weird because in the render on the box here, and also in the official images, the hemispheres do appear to be a slightly different shade, but that isn't the case here. It is just all one shade of purple, which, yeah, a bit disappointed about with that one. Still, though, it is a nice way, and it is far the cutest way to get a Dalek time controller, so I do like that. Next figure I was most interesting was Lucy Miller. This is again the only Lucy Miller figure released at the time of this video. But yeah, it's based on her figure from Lucy Miller / To the Death, and yeah, it's a pretty good likeness, to be honest, and is probably one of the better ones. Though this does factor in greatly on how good or bad the paint and that is on it, so yeah. And so finally we have the 8th Doctor here, and yeah, it's just kind of like your bog standard 8th Doctor. The face is a lot softer on this one for some reason, especially compared to the Lucy Miller. It's not a bad one, but still. Also, they've done the thing that character options have done, in that rather than painting his hair to look like the actual wig, they've painted it to look like Paul McGann's actual hair colour. You can see that he does come with his sonic screwdriver, but it is pretty basic and doesn't have any paint apps and that on it. Now, there is a slight problem when it comes to the Dalek, in that it looks a lot shorter when stood next to the figurines, because obviously the figurines have bases. The Daleks don't, because, they've got a wide enough base, so they look a bit short in comparison. What you can do is put the two bases next to each other, and then the time controller looks about the size that it should be. The scale of it, though, I don't know, something about that makes it look ever so slightly short. But regardless, I really do like this set, and it is definitely a highlight. It also comes with a magazine as well, which again, if I knock the box over, does have some nice artwork on there. And yeah, if you can find this at a B&M for £15, I definitely think it's worth it. I would not pay more for this though. I definitely would not pay more than that for this. So yeah, for me, it was worth it for the Dalek time controller alone. The other figures again are nice, but yeah, that Dalek time controller, despite its couple of inaccuracies here and there, I do think it is quite nice. But yeah, again, you can see, since it isn't an actual prop, I guess, you know, there is a bit more of artistic kind of liberty. For example, again, the slats and that on the back. But yeah, there we go, people. There we go.